It's time for the Digital Calm Show, and today I'm going to talk about smartphones because I think they're actually really good tools. If only we can get out of that addictive cycle, and that's what this episode is going to be about. Smartphones. Smartphones, eh? Addictive things? I think not. I don't think smartphones are addictive. I think they're beautiful slabs of glass with some clever hardware in them, and it's the apps and the content on the smartphone that is addictive. Case in point, if I gave you a smartphone that had just maybe calls and text on it, you could access the camera. It's not going to be addictive in and of itself, right? So the object is not addictive. We just think that the object is addictive because of what the object allows us to do, which is to browse news feeds and do doom scrolling and to go on social media and think, why the fuck haven't I got a Ferrari like that man? Why are my abs not that big like that guy that spends all of his life at the gym and loves himself a little bit too much and is clearly a narcissist? These apps are designed to pull you in and to keep you coming back for more, feeling bad about yourself. So I'm gonna be like straight up here. If you wanna curb that use of the smartphone, let's give it a go, but let's do it properly. Let's go in with this feet first. It's not gonna be one of them YouTube videos where I go, here's how you should structure your life. Start each morning with some meditation, lift some weights, be mindful, and none of that. Like, if this is a problem for you, give it a go. I'm serious. So one of the first things that you can do, I'm not advocating you get an expensive dumb phone like a punk, because let's be frank, it's expensive. I'm advocating you get a dumb phone because we're going to use it for a limited period of days, and I'll tell you why. The brain is really smart, right? It's very plastid. It's got all these little neural pathways that connect up, and it becomes used to the things that you do on a day-to-day basis, hence the word habit. Now, I believe that a lot of this is more habitual than it is an addiction. So you go into this pocket, you get your phone out, you get a dopamine hit, it becomes a habit. So I want you to break that habit. So there's two ways of doing that. One is that you switch to a dumb phone for a limited period of time. After 30 days, I get the dumb phone out of my pocket. Oh shit, that's fucking boring. And all of a sudden, 30 days later, I don't have that habit anymore because my brain's associated no reward for doing that. Or you get into the habit of leaving your phone out of your pocket somewhere that is not immediately accessible. So you keep smartphone, maybe put it in a drawer or something. I found that hard to do. Once you've broken that habit, and that's an important part for the reintegration process, which is coming now, is that you can get back onto that smartphone, and we can do that by reducing what is on that smartphone and using that smartphone a little bit more mindfully. I love these cliche words, they're so beautiful. So let's go through what I think a healthy looking smartphone is. It's one that doesn't have social media apps on it. It's one that doesn't allow you access to news feeds or the things that you find personally challenging to stay away from. And it's one that doesn't interrupt you all the time with fucking notifications. I hate them things so much. So here's what we're going to do, a few different steps. So the first step we're going to do is get your smartphone out, delete all them apps off there, and if you're feeling brave, delete the social media accounts, not just the apps. Delete all them apps off there that you don't explicitly find valuable. So what should be left on your phone is tools, or things that you enjoy, so audiobooks, books. I would then ask you to go into notifications, be a militant crazy one about this. Anything that you don't explicitly need straight away, turn it off, disable it. You don't need it, you can go in and you can check time to time, because those things pull you back into the phone when you don't need to be in there. Delete everything off the home screen apart from something like calls or texts, only 2 apps. You should be able to open that phone up, look and go, well, that's pretty boring. That's what you want it to be, a little bit boring, but still provide you with value where and when you want it. Next step is very iOS specific. I'm not going to go into Android because I don't know how it works because I don't use it. Screen time is a fantastic tool because you can go in there, turn on content and privacy restrictions, and I'll link an article about this, and you can actually disable Safari and the Mail app, which is awesome because I'm very bad for going into Safari and checking on news feeds and stuff, but I can't do that now. And when it comes to setting a passcode, I get my wife to put the passcode in like a child. She gives me a parental control. Fucking worrying, isn't it? But that way I can't go in and I can't actually disable it unless I go through the cumbersome account reset process and whatnot. And that has turned my iPhone into a dumb phone. where I still get all of the value out of it. I can have a bath and listen to a podcast about Star Wars if I want. I can take pictures of the kids and videos of the kids and WhatsApp them to friends and family, and I'm getting the best of both. It's really easy when you have this overuse of a smartphone or a device to associate all them negative feelings that you get from that with the device. And it's not the device's fault. Poor little device. You've just been pumping the wrong shit into it. So that's my advice. It's a short episode. Give it a go. And always, please email me, david@digitalcalm.net. I really would love to hear your stories of how you've gone about taking your smartphone and being a little bit more mindful with how you use it. I think all these little stories will really help followers. I'm also working on the new website where I'm hoping to be able to provide things like articles on how to do this, some book reviews so you can go in and see what they're doing. But ultimately, I really want a discussion platform. I'm not sure how to do that. If anyone knows good discussion platforms that we can talk about this stuff in a more kind of informal way, then send me an email, because I'm too lazy to do my research. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. Hope you liked it. Somewhere over here. Turn the screen on.